Howdy everyone, my name is Mr. Z. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Anyway, as I said, my name is Mr. Z, but you can all just call me Mr. Z. Now, today you're going to learn the proper knife usage and etiquette. As far as etiquette goes, never stab anyone. You're welcome. Now, before we get to commencing with the demonstration, you're probably wondering why you can't see my face. First of all, you're welcome. Second, because it's not about me, it's about the knife. But I suppose I better show my face in case my mama's watching. Howdy, Mama! Aren't you proud? Okay, and again, before we start, a word from our sponsor. Okay, this is not an official sponsor, so I can't say their name, but it rhymes with Takeda. Takeda Bananas. Tastes so good, tastes just like a banana. That's how good they are. Excuse me for just a moment. Forgot one of my props. Now, as you can probably tell, this is my first ever video, but not my first attempt. As you can see, I'm down to my last tomato. So, anyway, getting on with the program here. A couple things I want to point out. First of all, a couple safety tips. Number one, try not to cut yourself. You'll thank me later. Number two, in all seriousness, you should always use a sharp knife. If you have to slice mushrooms, this is number three, if you have to slice mushrooms because you're too cheap to buy them already sliced, don't wash them first because they get very slippery and it's dangerous unless you dry them thoroughly first. But personally, I just eat the dirt because you know what they say, dirt don't hurt. Anyway, I recommend having your knife professionally sharpened to start with. And after that, all you got to do is buy a good butcher steel, diamond coated butcher steel, and use it regularly. Every time you use a knife, use it and keep your knife sharp. You don't have to worry about sharpening it. Let me demonstrate how this is done here. So you want to have about a 40-45 degree angle and put a little pressure on it. You want to apply a little pressure. And I usually do about 7 times on each side, which is about 13, 14 altogether. And just like that. And make sure you wipe it off so you don't get any gray stuff on your food. Alright, so now it's all sharp. Now watch how easy this slices a tomato. Alright, so that's that. Keep your knife sharp with the steel. Alright, the purpose for this video is for my cookbook that I'm going to be publishing pretty soon. For the Love of Bacon. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong book. For the Love of... Oh, well, that's the wrong one too, I'm sorry. Here it is. For the Love of Bacon. As I said, it's not published yet, and I'm still working on the design cover. But keep watching, keep your eye out for that. Okay? Now, I was initially going to look up some videos on YouTube, on the internet, for some good knife video demonstrations. But what I discovered after watching 4 different ones and wincing because I couldn't watch, because they were doing it wrong. They were all doing it wrong. Professional chefs. So they were teaching to use this lower knuckle, the first knuckle on your finger, which you cannot really, well, at least I can't bend it very far. So it's not really all that safe. It's better than just keeping your fingers out like that, but it's still not all that safe. Now, I learned a long time ago. I worked in a Chinese restaurant as a dishwasher and a prep cook. That's where I learned how to use a knife, and I always used a cleaver. And I always used the top knuckle, the second knuckle up here. Now you can bend your fingers farther, you get more clearance. And the idea is to keep your knuckle against the knife blade. So as you're cutting, you're moving your finger back, and you're just going along with it, but you're keeping your knuckle against that so you don't chop your fingers off. That's the goal, to not chop your fingers off. One of the goals. The other one is to cut the food, of course. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to demonstrate the proper technique here. Now, I got to warn you not to try this at home. Try it at your neighbor's home. for legal purposes. Anyway, seriously, don't try this at home because I'm going to do this blindfolded. This first way. There's two ways. This is the more dangerous way, but it's a little bit faster. But I used to always do it like this way. So I blindfolded myself, so I can't see nothing. Howdy. All right. Got my knife. Now I got my knuckle right up against the blade there. Watch. Okay. So, just so you don't think I'll cheat. Alright, now, as I said, that is the more dangerous way. Most professional chefs are going to tell you, don't take your knife off the cutting board. It is dangerous. So, I'm going to show you the other way now. Most of y'all probably got a French knife or a chef's knife that they call it. Either one. Mine's a little bit bigger. I like a larger knife. And the idea with this is a little easier. Keep the tip of the knife on the cutting board. You don't want it to leave the cutting board. This is much, much safer. So, alright, well, I'm a little rusty and nervous, but you get the idea. Just keep your knuckle against the blade. You don't have to go 90 miles an hour unless you're trying to show off. You got your girlfriend watching or something. But anyway, another word of caution. You will cut yourself at some point. And the faster you try to go, the greater the chance you're going to cut yourself. But that's how it goes. That's how you get better, by practicing. You just get back on that horse until you master it. As long as you still got fingers. Yeah, so that's our demonstration today. Make sure y'all check out my website, theevolutiondelusion.com. All kinds of entertaining things on there. Got Dear Abner, a humorous advice column, music, photography, poetry, blogs, you name it. Entertaining stuff. So check it out and be sure to like and share this video with your friends. Thank you. Have a good day, all.